Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so, oh my goodness, guys, JB, apologize for being late. It has been an absolutely crazy day. You guys will not believe the type of day that JB has had today. Won't get into too much of the details here, but JB got here. Then all of a sudden, Streamlabs decided to do an update, and then the update took forever. But anyways, JB is here. Let me know if you're still here with JB. I apologize about that. And so Phoenix said, yo, is JB late? Lewis says JB cooking sushi. And so, hey, it takes time. Phoenix says, now that's funny. Lewis says, took the under tonight. Lewis says Phoenix. And so Braden says JB is late, I guess. Rogers is injured. Yo, somebody let JB know what happened with the Rogers injury and how serious did it look. Lewis says JB stuck in traffic. Well, let's keep this going until he gets here. And so, hey, I appreciate that. JB Nation taking off, even when JB's not here to get it going. I like it. I like it. Braden says, LOL, Lewis. And so, all right, bet. Lewis says Braden, was the Bears-Packers game at least interesting? You didn't have Wi-Fi all day. And so Lewis with the Patron, what's good with you? Said JB got written up about the Jets. Well, I tell you what, I got him back. I got him back. But man, here we go. So right now, we're in the first quarter here, 9 minutes and 24 seconds to go, all tied up 0-0. And the moment that JB officially got out of the tunnel and stuff like that, it seems like Aaron Rodgers went down. I don't know what happened there. If you guys want to fill me in on what exactly happened to Aaron Rodgers on that play, all I seen was that Zach Wilson got in the game, and I was like, oh man, just my luck before I can even stream and stuff like that. So they're showing the tent right now. So I'm very interested in finding out what exactly happened here. But right now, the Buffalo Bills with the football, they've got their quarterback, the Madden cover boy. They're going to give it off to Cook, and Cook out of the backfield there. He gets brought down there. Okay, Cook picks up 5 yards on the play. Oh, I forgot, both Cooks are officially in this game here. That was James Cook there with the carry. Phoenix says JB is live now. Bet. Lewis says JB went 4-0 yesterday, buddy. And so, hey, you went 4-0. That's what's up. That's what's up. Lewis, teach me your ways. I certainly need your ways for sure. That's what's up. But let me go ahead and put the poll question up there for sure. Mike, what did you guys do to Aaron Rodgers? I officially come here, then all of a sudden I find out that Aaron Rodgers is not playing. What did you guys do? Meanwhile here, pass there, and that's going to be completed there, but he's going to pick up a yard on the play. And you say, you don't want All right, just give JB 1 second to shut up the poll question as well, and let's get those votes in. You say you don't want a piece of Buffalo, and so Mike said that you guys don't want a piece of Buffalo. Maybe this is just the year of the Buffalo, between them and Colorado. Maybe it's a Buffalo thing. Oh man, you see Aaron Rodgers there. I hate that for Aaron Rodgers. Can my man look happy? We just won't let Aaron Rodgers be happy. He looks so happy to be out there. 3rd and 9 here. Josh Allen on the move. Josh Allen, he's gonna scramble. Josh Allen, he'll lose the defender before he's tripped up at about the 39-yard line. All right, poll question time. All right, let's see. Going to get this question up here. Who's going to win here? And again, apologize for being late. JB literally got in the building right around kickoff, and then all of a sudden, Streamlabs decided to update. So that was tough. And so, all right, so you have the Packers, Bears over, and then the Niners, New England. Plus, okay, bet. You say, Mike says Von Miller sit out. You say out for career. Good old Von Miller. All right, so we've already got a couple votes in here already for the Buffalo Bills. Early in this one, 2nd and 3 shotgun here for the Buffalo Bills from their own 41-yard line here. Josh Allen making adjustments. He's got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, and he's got James Cook next to him in the shotgun. Let's see what he does here. Takes the snap, gonna give it to Cook. He's got some lanes to work with. It looks like every time Cook is getting a handoff, these are some lanes. So if Cook can come out here and start cooking, I mean, I doubt he's cooking sushi out there, Lewis, but he's cooking something. Absolutely. And so we've got Phoenix here. Mike says Meter Rocket Hardy. Lewis says, how about the Niners? And so, hey, Niners went out there and put in work. Put in work. I almost made Carmichael apologize to me for how bad the Steelers looked out there. Phoenix says, Allen going to JB's busy tonight. Meanwhile, quick pass down low. And that is Dawson Knox there with the catch. Okay, he says, don't forget about him. Buffalo may have dropped the tight end, but he said he's the real tight end one here. Picked up 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming up here in the first quarter with 6 minutes to go. Now you see Aaron Rodgers there. He's being assisted there, walking very gingerly. And at his advanced age out there, one can only hope that this is not severe. Unless, you're rooting against the Jets there. But for Aaron Rodgers' sake, definitely hoping that it's not severe there. But it's a good sign that he is moving, though, and walking. Meanwhile, pass there to Stephon Diggs, who makes the catch. I do have Stephon Diggs in my other fantasy league, which I've already won. But it's nice to see Diggs get a little bit more yards for me there. Absolutely. But, man, here in the first quarter, 5 minutes and 44 seconds to go. Buffalo right now. Josh Allen, 6 of 7 for 37 yards here. And so I've seen Josh Allen when he's like this. What I need to see from Allen is late in the year. He has to reserve his body. Don't take too many hits early in the season. So late in the year, he's not too banged up to be effective. But he's going to get sacked here. He's going to get sacked here by Franklin Myers, number 91. Getting back there for the New York Football Jets. Almost said Giants there. But at least this game seems like it's going to be a lot more competitive than what we seen yesterday. That was just bad. Mike says, Damian Harris, the great Mike. Damian Harris is going to make life easier when you guys get into the red zone. That's fully when I expect to see Damian Harris come in there in that red zone and be able to capitalize and make sure that Josh Allen doesn't have to keep scrambling in those heavy goal line formations. Back goes in motion. Throws it, and it's going to be completed there to the tight end. Again, Dawson Knox picks up 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. So again, 3rd down. An opportunity here for the Jets if they can get a stop here to perhaps hold them to a field goal attempt. 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter of play. Again, we're still scoreless up in this one in the AFC East divisional game here. Mike says Dawson drops. Allen on the move, but stays in the pocket, throws it, gets the completion here, and now Harris. Harris going to be about 2 yards shy of that first down marker. Really about 1.5 yards there, but good job just taking what was there. He picked up 13 yards on the play, and now we got 4th down coming up. So at 4th and 2, they're going to bring out the field goal unit here. And so, Braden, what's good with you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I'll tell you what, Braden, I am glad that I am not going against that Dallas defense in fantasy football. I'll tell you that much. This is a 40-yard field goal attempt. Tyler Bass, let's see if he can convert. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That's going to give the Buffalo Bills the lead in this one, 3-0. Here in the first quarter of play with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left to go. Kenneth, what's good with you? Kenneth says, hey, JB, how are you doing tonight? And you say you're doing pretty good tonight. That's what's up. And, hey, it is Monday, but I do want to go ahead and mention, it is 9/11 there. And so, obviously, we do remember what transpired there some years ago on 9/11. So, definitely want to always remember those guys first and foremost there. So, absolutely want to take the time to remember those guys and everybody who was involved there at that 9/11 and that event that continues to every year be reminded of what transpired during that event. So, definitely want to take some time for that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see. Brandon says the Bears have a new owner. And so, hey, Jordan Love, no love for the Bears, right? Lewis says he'll take 3. And so, hey, that helps you, right? You are ecstatic right now that Zach Wilson is in the game, Lewis. Somehow, you got the NFL script, didn't you? Somehow. Brandon says doing awesome. And that's right. Never forget. Absolutely never forget. Absolutely. Phoenix says us, U.S., and so absolutely never forgotten. And we got 5 votes in right now, 3 for the Bills, 2 for the Jets. Be sure to cast your vote and also leave a like as well. Again, JB apologizes for being late to the stream here, but man, JB had one heck of a crazy day. One heck of a crazy day. I mean, Whew, you guys will not believe it. Will not believe it. Lewis says, I'll be checking in and out. JB taking care of something on this side. And so, okay, hey, appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that and appreciate you. Absolutely. So with that being said, obviously after today, the next stream is going to be on Thursday. And so I haven't set up those streams yet, but I'll try to go ahead and set it up after this stream is done. But we'll have one Thursday. We'll also have one Saturday, Sunday, and Monday for next week as well. So I'll set up those days also. So let's see. Braden says Aaron Rodgers is going to come back just like he did against the Bears in 2018. Braden bringing back the vintage Rodgers. Okay, still believing in his boy there. You say, JB, you're good. And so, yeah, I'm good. But my fantasy team is in shambles in the other league right now, Braden. I may be winning, but we're still down bad. I mean, I had Daniel Jones. And you best believe after this week, Daniel Jones, he's for the streets. He's for the streets for JB. JB don't care much for the Giants anyways, but Daniel Jones is for the streets after that performance because he's going to have to play that defense again. He's going to play the Eagles defense also. He's going to play a lot of defenses here. So best believe that. Let's see. Phoenix says, I believe it. JB, wild day here too. And glad it's Monday Night Football. Absolutely. JB had to chase down the FedEx guy, guys. You guys will not believe what they did. I mean, who puts a package on somebody's car and stuff like that? Who does that? And then it was insane. It was insane. Like, it was insane. Had to chase down packages and stuff. It was crazy. Lewis says, had to script something towards the under. And that's the best way to do it. Best way to do it. All right, but here we go. Zach Wilson. Again, the Jets drafted Zach Wilson with the intent for him to be the leader of their franchise. And right now, even though Aaron Rodgers is the guy, they need him to step up right now. Now, he's going to be throwing to a bunch of former Green Bay Packers out there in Randall Cobb, Alan Lazard. He's got Dalvin Cook, a former Viking as well. So let's see what he does with this New York Jets team. Wilson looking. Wilson just throws it to the ground. My goodness, that did not look smooth at all. Just threw it to the ground. My man wasn't ready. He was about as ready for this game as JB was ready for the stream to start on time. Braden says, yeah, your fantasy leagues haven't gone good this week. Yeah, I don't want to press the panic button, but my two quarterbacks that I got is Daniel Jones and Kenny Pickett. And looking at how these things looked last time, I'm not feeling good at all. At all. So I'm going to try to acquire, dare I say it, Anthony Richardson. I'm going to try to make that deal. So I know that there's someone in that league that's looking to trade away Anthony Richardson. So I'm going to look and see if he accepted my trade or not. He better go ahead and accept it before I change my mind though. Phoenix says, JB running, you might be sore tomorrow. So yeah, because like before that, I went to the gym also. So it was a crazy day. But man, the poll right now is all right. Somebody I guess can't decide between the Jets and the Bills right now. Mike says intentional. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 right now. Mike wanted that intentional call right there. Probably could have got it. 2nd and 10. No backs in the backfield here to protect Zach Wilson in the shotgun. Let's see if the Bills can get pressure. But it doesn't matter because that's going to be a 5-yard penalty for a false start against Laken Tomlinson, number 78, the guard for the Jets. That's going to back them up there. So now we're going to have 2nd and 15 here for the New York Jets from their own 17-yard line. You can look at the faces right now of the Jets. I really feel like they had so much energy at first with Aaron Rodgers, but now they're looking like, man, we're back to Zach Wilson. This is bad, real bad. They want to press the panic button already. Vikings New Age, what's good with you? How are you doing? Meanwhile, Wilson throws it, gets the completion. And, okay, Dalvin Cook gets knocked out of bounds there, but picks up about 3 yards on the play. But we got 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 11. From their own 21-yard line. Mike says Shaq Lawson, Vikings lose to Baker. And so, yeah, that was a surprise. But I guess Mr. JB might have seen it because he did, draft Baker Mayfield in fantasy football. So maybe he saw that between him, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin. He loaded up on them. New Age says, come on, man, just got here. That's right, show Vikings some love, man. Braden says, LOL, Mike. 3rd and 12 here for Zach Wilson and the Jets. Wilson. In the pocket, throws it over the middle, gets the completion. The receiver was so stunned, it took him 5 seconds to realize he actually had the football. And that's Alan Lazard with the catch, 22 yards. Okay. Okay. He's going to get a standing ovation. You know you are sorry if people got to give you a standing ovation for just getting a completion. That's literally your job. You are a top 3 pick, top 2 pick, actually, at your position. Hashtag do better, son. But hey, if you make passes like that, they'll embrace you. You can be a one-game hero. Let's see. Wilson up under center. Takes a snap on her own 43-yard line. Gives the ball to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook's going to pick up 5 yards on the carry. Okay. Dalvin Cook, again, he left Minnesota. He wanted to get paid, a little bit of stuff like that. And Minnesota said, hey, we got Madison. We like what we got. So Dalvin Cook, he wants to show that he can contribute to this offense as well. 2nd and 5 coming up. Got a minute and 15 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Mike says, good team, take it easy. You say week 1 don't matter. Okay, week 1 don't matter. And I like that. I like that. The first couple of weeks, we're still figuring things out. We're still figuring things out. Meanwhile, toss the ball there to Cook, and Cook, oh, he got brought down in the backfield. He got brought down in the backfield by Milano. Milano got him in the backfield. You got to like that, Mike. You got to like it. Mike says the Bills have no linebackers. Vikings, Bengals, Eagles, Chiefs, etc. That's right. And Mike brings up a great point. I said it before about the Chiefs and stuff like that. Last year, I seen them lose to Matt Ryan and the Colts and stuff like that. They'll be okay. The Bengals last year got off to a slow start. Joe Burrow, he'll be just fine and stuff like that. Vikings, I still believe the way they throw the ball, they're going to be A-okay. So, New Age says he misses Dalvin already. Meanwhile, Wilson on the move, feeling the rush, and they got him for the sack. They got him for the sack. That was Jordan Phillips. Jordan Phillips, big number 97. And that fan says she has seen enough of Zach Wilson already. And that's how we're going to end the first quarter right now, with the Bills leading this one 3-0. All that money you invested in the offense doesn't mean anything if Zach Wilson is not going to take you down there for some points right now. This is your quarterback right now. Mike says, please, Milano, don't hurt him. He says, don't hurt him. Braden says, what a tackle by Milano. Braden says, what do you think of the Pats' first game? Braden, I felt good about some things, but I'm still upset. I'm still upset because I feel like last year there was about 3 or 4 games that were close and we didn't win. We do not win the close games. And that just comes down to having that clutch factor about you. It does me no good to wrap it up in a nice gift if we still have trash inside the gift. Now, I'm not saying the performance was trash. I saw some good things. I really did. But we got to find a way to win the close games, baby. We got to make it happen. Nobody's going to make excuses right now. We have to win. What we saw out there, JB's been, I've been saying it all season long. We're going to do as good as the offensive line. I'm sorry, all preseason long. We're going to be as good as our offensive line performs. It was bad weather and stuff like that. We went out there. We passed because we had to pass. We were down 16-0 thanks to a pick 6, but we recovered nicely, and I do like that. But we got to finish and get these W's because our schedule is brutal. It is brutal. We're playing Buffalo twice. We're playing Miami twice. We're playing the Jets twice, hopefully, with Zach Wilson. Got to make things a little bit easier. But we got to find a way as a team to win these close games because we cannot lose these close games. Last year against the Raiders, we found a way to lose that game. There was a bunch of games last year that we lost that we could have won. And this one, I feel nice because it was the Eagles, but at the same time, I'm still disappointed because, to be honest, we have to take that next step and win these games. I mean, last year we were a competitive team. We really were. Now, teams that people say that we're sorry because we don't score a lot of, points, but we were competitive in some games last year. So we got to find a way to win. I think when we played Minnesota last year, we were very competitive. It's just Justin Jefferson couldn't be stopped and stuff like that. So we got to find a way to win those games. So that's how JB feels about the Pats' first game. It was okay. It was even good, but not good enough. Got to do better. Got to play 4 quarters, not just the second half. Mike says, don't ever count the Bengals or the Chiefs out. Jordan Phillips is too good. Bet. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because as the season goes on, those 2 teams, they will play better as the year goes on. Plus for the Chiefs, they had no Travis Kelce out there also. And I doubt we'll see too many more games where both Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore look like complete garbage out there. They have no choice but to get better. Speaking of getting better, The Jets are going to punt the ball here. Let's see if we get a return here. Fair catch symbol, caught at his own 29-yard line, and that's where the Buffalo Bills will take over offensively here in the second quarter with a 3-0 lead here on Monday Night Football. Would you rather be listening to JB or would you rather be listening to the Mannings right now? The correct answer is JB, of course. Let's go. Braden says, okay, JB, I still think the Pats are going to be better than people think they will be. Same thing about Jordan Love and the Packers. You know, we get each other in that sense. We do. We do. But JB's got a problem with them dropping Ohio State to number 7 on the college football poll. I know that's random, but JB is taking exception to that. And I hope the Buckeyes take exception to that as well, because I feel insulted. Meanwhile, Josh Allen, you got to get away from that. Oh, my goodness. Okay, they're blowing the play dead, so he got saved by that fact. But Josh Allen, this is why we brought Damian Harris. Am I right? I thought this is why we brought on Damian Harris, to make life a little bit more easier so Josh Allen don't have to keep running and taking hits like that. I mean, I get it. You know, you look at that play. Look, he's already looking to run. Already looking to run. You got to calm down. You got to calm down, Josh Allen. I get it. You came from Wyoming. You have a chip on your shoulder, but you're too good to be taking these kind of hits. Too many hits. You should not be getting hit by 3 defenders of the Jets. You just shouldn't be taking those kind of hits. Braden says, throwing shots at the Mannings. Let's see. Mike says, look at the Jets fans seething. Mike, I love it. I do love it. I do. Phoenix says, you like to listen to JB all day, commentary hero. I like that. I'm going to give you a shirt that says commentary hero. I like that. Absolutely. Some people say get your popcorn ready. We say get your fishing rods ready. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we got second and looks like 2nd and 12 after that sack right there, in which Al Woods got after the quarterback there. Josh Allen has all the tools. He's got all the pieces. He just got to protect himself. You got to think of yourself as, hey, I'm more valuable to my team if I preserve myself. I get it. There are times where you got to take off and make it do what it do, but that can't be every game. You can't be superhero every game. Superhero only comes out when there's a problem. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You're too good for that. Reserve yourself and protect yourself. And I'm saying that as a guy, and you're not even on my fantasy team no more, and I'm still concerned about your long term. But here we go. From his own 22-yard line. Throws it. That's caught. That's going to be James Cook. Short pick up there. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 8. Let's see. Mike says, so for once and all, Jets are not saying Super Bowl. They're not going to be saying anything if Zach Wilson continues to be the quarterback out there. Let's see. Braden says, I see they're using James Cook more. And so I anticipated that they would use him more than Damian Harris, just because it makes sense from how they run their offense to continue to utilize him more. It's just Damian Harris is going to be there for the red zone. That's when he's there. Red zone, short yardage, obvious running situations. But Allen lines up in the shotgun a lot, so it makes sense. But here we go. 3rd and 8. Allen on the move. Allen's going to launch it deep. And, oh, my goodness, he threw a pick. Did he forget what team he was on? Oh, my goodness. Such a pretty pass, but terrible results. I mean, terrible results right there. And so, my goodness, I got fired up for that throw. I really did. But, ouch. That's a bad interception right there. I mean, who was he going to? Who was he going to? Who's number 11? Mike, give me a heads up. Who was number 11 he was trying to throw it to on that one? But, man, that was bad. Let's see. Phoenix says, agree. Josh Allen has to use his teammates. He's going to have to. He is going to have to. All the greats use their teammates. Whether we're talking Patrick Mahomes, whether we're talking Tom Brady back in the day, you know, all the greats, they use their teammates. And then once you get in the Super Bowl or a big-time playoff game, that's when you sacrifice the body. But you don't sacrifice the body each and every game. Now, Braden says he should have ran for it. I thought he was going to. But maybe he was listening to JB talking about preserving himself. Maybe that's what it is. Mike says Josh Allen needs rehab. And so, oh, man. But, hey, can you think of anything better than football on a Monday night? We made it through the first day of the week, and we're rewarded with football. And then tomorrow, Taco Tuesday. And then the rest of the week goes on like that. Life is about enjoying the little things, for sure. And that was Jordan Whitehead that made the interception. right there for the Jets. And so now the Jets will take over from their own 4-yard line. And so they're going to need more big plays from Breece Hall here to really elevate this offense here. And Zach Wilson, right now, Zach is 4 or 5 for 39 yards right now. So he did get sacked one time. But if Zach Wilson, he just got to find a way to make some plays. Trust your guys. You got Garrett Wilson. Find a way to build chemistry with him, Alan Lazard, those guys. You got weapons to work with, Zach. So you just got to find a way to help your team. Let's see. Phoenix says even Air Jordan had to use his teammates. That's true. That's true. There was always a Pippen in this corner. Let's see. Mike says Allen entire left side of the field. And so, yeah, the entire it was there now. It was there. He could have saved himself, ran out of bounds, still picked up that first down there. He could have did that. JB's not against scrambling, but you got to do it smart now. You can't run into a pile of defenders. You're not a bowling ball out there. He's got to remember, he's not a bowling ball. You're not going to go out there and knock over a bunch of defenders like that. And let's see, Mike says Dante Hardy. All right, here we go. Again, we are here in the second quarter of this low-scoring game so far, in which that's going to make Lewis happy right now, with the Bills up 3-0. But Zach Wilson and company hands it to the back, in the back. Breece Hall. Oh, my goodness. Can he make this one all the way? Can he take it all the way? If you don't have a quarterback, at least you got a running back. But Breece said, all right, I'm tired. He said, I'm literally tired. That's all I can do. 83 yards on that carry. He's literally averaging over 53 yards a run right now. That's insanity. Breece Hall. If you got him on your fantasy team right now, you're probably jumping up and down, unless you're down by 80 points. But, hey, what a big-time run. How about that? Wow. Wow. Breece Hall. Look at that. And my man was running. He was chugging. He was chugging. And then he got tired at about the 20-yard line and said, I'm not going to make it. He said, I'm not going to make it. But here we go. Wilson up under center. Multiple tight ends going back in the backfield. Hands it to the back. And that's going to be Dalvin Cook going to pick up a yard on the play. Okay. Now, Dalvin Cook, this is your chance right now. Because Breece Hall, he's exhausted after that carry. It's going to take him a couple plays right there. That's probably going to hurt his speed rating as well on Madden right there. But excellent job. Tremendous. He is a big play. That's why people believed in Breece Hall and stuff like that, because of the big play, the home runs. Braden says huge run. Again, we got 8 votes right now. Now's the perfect time. If you haven't voted already, go ahead and cast your vote in terms of who's going to win between the Jets and the Bills. Mike says they got one linebacker. And that's Milano out of the shotgun. Feeds the back. Dalvin Cook spinning in the middle. Still trying to fight forward here. Every yard matters. He picks up 4 yards up the middle and makes it 3rd and 5 from the Buffalo 8-yard line. So what do? Let me know. Do you pass it here with Zach Wilson, or do you just run it again? What do? 3rd and 5. 11 minutes to go here in the second quarter with the Buffalo Bills up 3-0, but the Jets right now in the red zone. Inside the 10-yard line. Wilson making adjustments here. They're going to go 5 wide, so they're going to trust Zach Wilson. Let's see what he does. Takes the snap. Wilson in the pocket. Feels the rush. Wilson on the move. Wilson. Oh, he throws. Oh, that's going to be incomplete. Just incomplete. Incomplete. Just like that. All the energy, you deflated the energy on the play. 4th down coming up. Dang it, Breece Hall. You should have took it all the way if you were going to do that. But that time, Zach Wilson, he saw Milano coming. He said, let me backpedal. Just throw it up there. But at least he didn't turn the ball over. And so now Zerlin, he's going to come in and try to connect on his field goal attempt from 26 yards out. Let's see if he can connect. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. So we are all tied up 3-3. Mike says the run, we have no answer. You said battle of garbage QBs. Phoenix says Breece Hall might be Dante Hall, long-lost brother. Hey, I can see the resemblance. Although if Dante Hall had that kind of space in the open field, he would have cashed it in for a touchdown. Now, the great Dante Hall and great kick returner. But Breece Hall does some special things as well out there. But right now, we are all tied up 3-3 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 35 seconds. This might have given Lewis a fright, but I'm sure that he will take the 3 points right now. So we're all tied up in this one. here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 35 seconds to go. And again, JB is definitely extremely hungry right now, come to think of it. Oh, it looks like in the middle of my stream, my trade offer that I made in the other league because I desperately needed a quarterback in that league. So I had no choice but to part ways. I did not want to part ways, but I had to do it with Jordan Addison in my other league in order to get a quarterback and save my fantasy football team potentially. Had to do it. So I'm going to put my faith in Anthony Richardson, just as Indianapolis has put their faith in him. JB has acquired him via trade in my other fantasy football league. So normally I would not have done it, but trading a rookie for a rookie, I needed a quarterback bad, real bad, real bad. I cannot be getting less than a point for my quarterback. Let's see. Mike says, Eagle fans live it. They made Mac look so good. I mean, honestly, I just feel like, that's what we look like with a real offensive coordinator. I mean, we don't have Matt Patricia calling the plays for us, so, but we'll see. I believe against Miami, he'll do pretty good as well against Miami. I do believe. Not being biased here, I do think he'll have a good game against Miami. Will it be enough to win? JB's not going to say that, but we'll see. I'm hoping so. Kickoff on the way. All right, no return. Here in the second quarter with 10 minutes, 35 seconds to go. And now we've got Josh Allen coming back out here after that interception that he threw out there, which sparked that big run that Breece Hall had. So look at those Jet fans' faces. They're just like so disappointed that Aaron Rodgers is not out there right now. Like they are concerned. That's a fan base that is very concerned. But here we go, 1st and 10, shotgun right now from their own 25-yard line for the Buffalo Bills. Allen's going to hand it to Cook, and Cook is brought down in the backfield. He's going to lose 5 yards on the carry. That hurts if you're in fantasy football to see that happen. So now we got 2nd and 15. All right, 2nd and 15 out of the shotgun. Takes the snap. Allen throws it. Gets the completion to Diggs. He shakes off a defender. And he's going to pick up about, let's see, a good amount of yards on the play there. I think about 18 yards on the play. So how about that? That's Stephon Diggs for you. And I tell you what, if you want to keep Diggs happy, continue to feed him the ball. He is not going to tolerate this offense being in the second quarter with just 3 points. And that time, he shook off the sauce. He shook off the sauce. He says he doesn't need sauce on his food. Thank you very much. Let's see, Mike says, I wish there was a mock then boo-hoo. Maybe Rodgers' feet hurt. All right, Allen throws it over the middle. And, oh, he almost threw an interception. What is he doing out there? My goodness, what is he doing? Braden says, Tua looked good. I hope he stays healthy this season. And so he looked good. He looked good. I will say that, As a Patriots fan, I want to see my team win against the Dolphins. Mike says, baby one bottle. Tua's legit. Tua's legit. The only reason Tua hasn't gotten that contract is purely because of injuries. Because every quarterback needs weapons. And I try to say that. I can't emphasize it enough. We saw Mahomes without Kelsey. Every quarterback needs weapons to see what they're really made of. Meanwhile, pass completed there to Dalton Kincaid there for 8 yards. I think old man Mob has him in our league, Dalton Kincaid. So I know that he's happy to see that Dalton got that catch. Which means Dalton Kincaid is going against your team, Braden. Is that game still up for grabs right now? Or has a winner been determined? All right, we got 3rd and 2. Takes the snap. Allen moving around. Allen pump fakes. He's going to scramble. Just run out of bounds. Just run out of bounds. Why are you taking the contact for? Just run out of bounds. Somebody talk to this kid. Why does he take the... You're a quarterback. You are a quarterback. If you go down, this team doesn't have a chance. You got to think. Exactly. Be smart. Be smart. Run out of bounds. Mike says Josh Allen's drunk. That might explain a lot of things. You say you wish he was at the game to talk to Jet fans right now. Let's see. Braden says Rodgers is out the rest of the game. And so, oh, man. I kind of figured he was out the rest of the game. Kind of figured that much. But here we go. Allen is 11 of 14 for 84 yards and 1 pick for 20 rushing yards. Right now, it is going to be James Cook. And James Cook, did he switch places with Dalvin Cook right now? Picked up the first down, 12 yards on the play, 36 yards. But there is a penalty right now. So let's hold up everything. There's a penalty. Mike says, in your face, Braden. And he says, yeah, baby, boo-hoo. Braden says it looked like old man is going to win. Phoenix says Allen should talk to Bo Jackson. Allen thinks he's Bo Jackson right now. But here we go, out of the shotgun. Gives it again to Cook. I like the fact the offensive coordinator is giving Cook the ball this amount of time, but Cook did lose a yard on the play. It makes the defense have to think about the running game. James Cook, he's got 7 carries for 24 yards. 2nd and 11 right now from the Jets' 37-yard line. Again, here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 32 seconds to go. All right, so here we go. Allen up under center. Play fake. Throws it. Gets the completion to Gabe Davis, who takes it all the way to the 10-yard line. I tell you what, Gabe Davis looks a lot like Mike Evans almost, at least on that play. Let's see. And again, we got 9 votes right now. The Jets are leading the poll right now. We're all tied up 3-3 here in the second quarter with under 7 minutes to go. First and 10. 11 yards from the end zone. Quick pass. Caught by Diggs. Good. Made somebody miss. And he picks up about 3 yards on the play. 3-4 yards there. Taking it to the 8-yard line. So far in this drive, 9 plays, 67 yards, 4 minutes and 22 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. This is big right now for the Jets. If you're a Jets fan, you got to hold them to 3 points right now. You don't want them to score a touchdown right now and get even more momentum. With 5 minutes and 32 seconds to go in the second, they hand the ball up the middle. And this is Damien Harris, his first carry of the game for 3 yards. And it's like JB said, when you get inside the red zone, you're going to see a lot more Damien Harris. And let's see. Mike says Sauce owned by the Amazing One. Yeah, I take it they don't want any sauce right now on their food. 3rd and 4. So this is big right now. And again, last year, red zone was a bit of an issue here for the Bills towards the end of the season last year. So this is where they got to correct it wrong here. 3rd and 4, let's see what they call. You drafted a tight end and Kincaid for a reason. Allen on the move. Allen looking. Allen is going to run. Allen threw the ball for a touchdown, but I doubt this is going to count. It looked like he was past the line. Let's see what they say. Is it a touchdown? They say it's a touchdown. They say it's a touchdown. Okay. Mike says, oh, Harris bashed through. Let's see. Mike says, JB sent me there to comfort Jet fans, and so we got you. So that's a touchdown. That does help JB's fantasy team, by the way. That is a touchdown. Let's see. Braden says touchdown. Mike says, please, Diggs, you hurting them in their jetty hearts. Uh-oh. Maybe JB was right. Maybe this one will not stand. Because when I saw it at first, like initial glance, it was very obvious to me he was past the line when he threw it and stuff like that. But we'll see what the officials say. I guess that line is really not official. All right, but we got the extra point team out there, so it's gonna stand. It's gonna stand. So hey, JB will take the fantasy points. So now Josh Allen, 14 of 17 for 118 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. He's also got 20 yards on the ground as well off of two carries. For the Buffalo Bills as a team, they have 10 carries for 47 yards, and James Cook is the leading rusher. He's got 7 carries for 24 yards. Longest run of the night, 12 yards. And let's see. Mike says Super Bowl with Wilson. Ha ha. Oh man, this would be devastating for the Jets if Rodgers is just like completely done. That would be so devastating for them. Do not. I'd be almost sad for them as well. That's just bad luck. Talk about bad luck. Extremely bad luck. If you're a Jets fan, or if you're someone who took the over on Aaron Rodgers on Underdog, whether it's today or either for the season to exceed those numbers on Underdog. So our prize picks. Now, if you're the Jets, to give you some positive news, Brees Hall's already got over 100 yards rushing. He's got 2 carries for 109 yards on the ground, including that 83-yard run. But he didn't finish in the end zone, so ultimately they came away with 3 points as opposed to 6. Still 4 minutes and 43 seconds to go here before the half. Oh man, but looking at the fantasy points here that Stephon Diggs has gotten, we all need someone like that in our fantasy team. My fantasy team just improved. Let's see, Mike says phone Rogers on phone with dealer. Yes. All right, so now that JB has made that trade, JB is going to have to drop one of those quarterbacks and acquire a receiver who I feel like is going to actually help my team, and I know exactly who that receiver is going to be. So at some point, JB is going to need Kyler Murray to return to his team at some point. All right, so we're going to get a return here for the Jets. He's at the 15, at the 20, and tripped up at the 26-yard line. And that is where the New York Jets will take over with the football. Mike says, this time I got the money. Oh, man, look at that. That Florida-Tennessee game on Saturday, that looks interesting there. And again, I will take some time to determine which game will be the one in which we're going to stream and stuff like that. And so definitely looking forward to that. You got Colorado State versus Colorado. Fully expect Colorado to win that game. Fully. And so, Kenneth, what's good? Kenneth says he's back. Yes, sir, he's back. Glad to have you back. Wilson looking. Wilson on the run. Chuck just throws it down. Oh, my goodness. I mean, Conklin, he just looks like a big guy like that. So, how about that? Tyler Conklin there. Picks up 2 yards, but somebody paid the price trying to make that tackle. running up there like that. 2nd and 8 coming up. Oh, yeah. I'm glad he didn't sustain a head injury, number 7 here for the Bills coming up like that, because he got rocked. 2nd and 8. Tosses it to the back. Dalvin Cook. He's got some room to work with here. Nice pick up there. Picks up about 10 yards on the play and a first down here for the Jets. So the good news is if you're the Jets, you got 2 running backs to utilize here. So hopefully you're able to utilize your blockers up front and get some space. Yeah, where's the aggression from the linebackers of the Bills? I mean, you got guys that are getting like pummeled out there by the offensive line. 1st and 10 here for the Jets. Wilson up under center. One back in the backfield. Wilson looking to pass. Wilson has time. Wilson throws a pick. Oh my goodness. And that's Milano. We got a penalty, but the penalty should be after the play. How about that? You say you got tackled by linebacker Bernard, and then Taron Johnson blew it. But man, we got an interception, but let's see what the referees are going to decide here. I guess Aaron Rodgers' check ain't cashing. Big time play for the Buffalo defense. And Zach Wilson. Oh man, where is the love? All right, so we got the penalty right there against Buffalo for taunting. We still call taunting a penalty in the NFL? I thought that was an outdated college penalty. We still call taunting as a penalty in the NFL? Come on, guys, let's get real. Anyways, though, Zach Wilson turns the ball over. It was just a matter of time. If the boos weren't raining in before, I know they're going to be raining on him. He can't get to the locker room quick enough here at halftime. Who's the 3rd-string quarterback right now for the New York Jets? We might even consider putting him in right now. This is bad. This is nightmare-ish. Mike says, my Stallions don't want Zach. Yes. Absolutely. All right, so and again, here in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Buffalo is up by 7 points, but after that interception, that's a major turnover right now. So if you're a Jets fan right now, you were so excited all off season, looking forward to this game. You got Aaron Rodgers, you guys have to trade to get him, and what happens? You go out there, and Aaron Rodgers gets hurt, and you hate to see it. I was looking forward to seeing a happy Aaron Rodgers out there, but he got hurt. And so now you have to rely on Zach Wilson. 1st game of the season. This is where you set the tone for the year. It's a divisional game against the Buffalo Bills. That hurts. Mike says, if I was there, I would do that thing where you thumb on your nose and wave to the Jet fans. Mike showing no mercy. But at the same time, I'd be doing the same thing to Nick Wright and all of those guys who just say that the Jets are going to surpass the Patriots. I would be doing that as well because if they got Zach Wilson out there, we'll see how severe that injury is for Aaron Rodgers. So if you're a Jets fan, that's your only saving grace, is that your hope it's not something that's severe long term. But, man, Jet fans right now, this is not what they paid for. Look at the expressions on their face. They are just down. All right, here we go from midfield. Allen throws it, gets the completion, and that's Dalton Kincaid with another catch. 6 yards on the play. Second and 4 coming up. Mike says, Mike's like, I'm going to the Super Bowl. Second and 4. Gonna line up in the shotgun here. Hands it to the back, and that's Cook. Look at that. Look at that play. Big time play by Buffalo. And that goes to show. 72 for the Jets. He was thinking it was a pass play. He just completely disregarded the ground game. So excellent job mixing it up there. I give that nod right there to the play call. But I say this and to say that there is a penalty right now. Referees are discussing. And so here at 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Let's see what happens. Again, right now, Buffalo Bills here. Drive started off the interception. And so all that money the Jets spent, and it seems to be that they just can't get a break. Carmichael, what's good with you? And you say, hello, JB, how are you? I am doing great. How about yourself, Carmichael? How are you doing? All right, so here we go. First and 10. Now, they can take this to the 2-minute warning. They don't have to run a play. They can take this to the 2-minute warning, and that is exactly what the Buffalo Bills are going to do. Take this to the 2-minute warning here. Again, with the Bills leading 10-3. Mike says, most down, okay, luck wreck I have seen a team in many years. That says a lot because we witnessed the Browns be down for a while. We witnessed Detroit go with the 0-16 season. We have seen some teams down, so that's a statement right there. That's a statement. I watched the Raiders through the Jamarcus Russell era. That was not pretty at all. Not pretty at all. Normally on Madden back in the day, I would take a team and try to rebuild them, but it was tough with Jamarcus Russell because his contract was massive back there. So you had to try to build around that. So that was some work. That was some work. Carmichael says, I'm great. Thanks for processing that trade today. Now you don't have to deal with Sky Moore. Braden says, hey, Carmichael. Carmichael, I'm kind of feeling that way about Daniel Jones, honestly. Braden says, now you have to deal with him. Braden, I don't think Sky Moore is going to be that bad the rest of the season. There's definitely a little bit of upside as the year goes on, but time will tell who will emerge. Someone, either him or Kadarius Toney, one of those two have to at least be serviceable, at least. Let's see, Mike says, I don't feel bad because we all knew this was coming. Let's see, Carmichael says, hey, Braden. And let's see, Mike says, he was on empty last year. And so, true. That is true. You say, but did they say Super Bowl all off season? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Some people went as far as to say the Jets were going to dominate the AFC East. I did hear the sayings. Now, obviously, it's just week 1. But if Zach Wilson's the guy, then I'm betting against that. As you come back to Sky Moore lost all your trust in one game. I remember, Brady, you might want to cover your ears for this one. I remember a couple years ago in fantasy, I had both Justin Herbert and Aaron Rodgers on my team. I started Aaron Rodgers week 1 against the Saints. Aaron Rodgers went out there and he just wet the bed in that performance. I did not start him the rest of the season except one time, and that was against the Chicago Bears because that was the only time that I knew that I can count on him to for sure perform. Now, he lit it up the rest of the games, but I still could not get over that first game. And so I started Justin Herbert the rest of the way. It did help to have Justin Herbert, of course, in that scenario. Carmichael said, at least the Steelers were able to score yesterday. All right, Buffalo with the football there, 31 yards away from the end zone there. Throws it and gets the completion to Stephon Diggs, who takes it to the 25-yard line, gets another catch for him. Diggs has got 6 catches for 54 yards and a touchdown. Diggs loves these primetime games. There's just something about these primetime games that brings out the best in Stephon Diggs. Then again, I can say that for just about any game. If Diggs is feeling emotional out there, he's going to perform. Believe it. And I have him in my fantasy league in the other league. So Definitely glad to have him as opposed to Gabe Davis this year in fantasy. Allen looking, Allen throws it, and it's going to be caught by his tight end. Which tight end? That is going to be Dalton Kincaid, but he is going to be short of the first down marker. Third down coming up. Got a minute and 12 seconds left to go here. Buffalo has all 3 timeouts right now, so they're not worried about time. You see Garrett Wilson talking to Zach Wilson saying, hey, bro, we're on the same team. He's like, we're on the same team. You throw the ball to me. All right, 3rd and 1. Allen 17 of 20. Quarterback sneak and picks up the first down. 3 yards on the play. And now timeout's going to be called. Let's see, Mike says Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, Jets, because you're not mean. You say you don't lead on Jets fans like TV do. Okay, bet. Carmichael says you also have Diggs and Allen in another fantasy league. Oh, wow, you got the combo. I tried to get that combo. I really did, but people be drafting quarterbacks extremely early in fantasy. But, yeah. Let's see, Carmichael said, at least I know TJ Watt is going to be TJ Watt uninjured again. I know you're excited about that. I know you're excited about that. And again, this is the final game here of week 1. Again, this upcoming Thursday's matchup is going to be the Minnesota Vikings versus the Philadelphia Eagles. And so that will be the game that I will be streaming there, the next stream. So the Vikings versus the Eagles there. So we'll get to actually see more of the Eagles there. So hopefully, we'll see how the Vikings fare against these Eagles. Let's see, you say you are happy to at least get Calvin Ridley in fantasy. Mike says Floyd is still hungry. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, so we got the Thursday matchup all lined up there. Trying to glance at the primetime matchups of what we have. And so, so Sunday night, we will get to watch the Dolphins and the Patriots. Okay. Excellent. And then Monday night, we'll see the Saints and the Panthers. So we'll get to take a look ourselves at Bryce Young versus Derek Carr. But here we go. Josh Allen there, trying to escape the pass rush, gets brought down for the sack. 2nd down coming up. And Jefferson and company able to grab him by the leg that time. Buffalo's going to call a timeout. That's their second. They got 34 seconds left to go here before the half. As you come back and say, you hope the Chiefs go 0-17. He's saying that he hopes that the Browns beat the Chiefs. That is interesting. All right, so we got 2nd and 13. Allen in the shotgun, takes the snap, steps up, throws it, and incomplete. Excellent coverage there by the linebacker. I didn't even know he knew the ball was in the air, to be honest, but Williams in the coverage there. So we got 3rd and 13 coming up. They tried to play the mismatch there. You say, okay, JB, you hope the Steelers go 1 and 16. Okay, I just had to make sure there. Just had to make sure. Oh, the ball hit him in the face mask there. So, okay. Talk about a heads up play there for the Jets. All right, here we go. 3rd and 13. 2 seconds on the play clock. Got to snap the ball. He does. Allen, he's going to run. He's looking. He's at the 20. What is he doing? So, put his agent on the phone. Put his agent on the phone. Josh Allen, what are you doing? I got Stephon Diggs. If Allen gets hurt, that's going to hurt Stephon Diggs. What is he doing? That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary. You're doing too much. Protect yourself. What is he doing? I mean, you wasn't going to get the first down either way. What the heck? What is he doing? Anyways, 20 seconds left to go here before the half. And right now, it is the Jets who called a timeout. Why? I don't know. You don't have Rodgers. You're going to run the ball anyways. I don't know why you call a timeout. Wow. Whew. Mike says, if they even had a quarterback as gold as Mac, we would be in trouble. Let's see, you meant good, but I like gold better there. Let's see. Phoenix says, Chiefs had our losing days. Those days are over with number 15. And so I will say this, Phoenix, even before then, I was a big fan, and by big fan, as in whenever it would be Madden or even ESPN football. Meanwhile, the Buffalo Bills tacked on a 34-yard field goal to increase the score to 13-3. But back in the day, when it came to the Chiefs, before you guys brought in guys like Herman Edwards and stuff like that, before the Brody Croyle, it was the Trent Green phase that I was very fond of. The Trent Green, the Tony Gonzalez, the Dante Hall, Priest Hall. I'm sorry, Priest Holmes, all those guys, was very fond of those guys and stuff like that, that era of Kansas City and stuff like that. Now, that was an era where being a running back was very nice back in that time. But our score right now, after the field goal by Buffalo, 13-3, we got 17 seconds here before the half. And the Jets are going to have to find a way to salvage their offense in the second half. And that's going to start with holding the football longer, as the Bills are almost 9 minutes longer in terms of time possession. Both teams with 1 turnover. Bills getting ready to kick things off. Let's see, Phoenix says Madden Chiefs has awesome offense for sure. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Kickoff on the way. And, yep, into the end zone. So, we'll see with 17 seconds and 2 timeouts. I would run the ball and just get the halftime, but let's see what the Jets do. Let's see. Mike says Josh Allen not gold. Hey, he's the Madden cover boy. Speaking of Madden, he's the Madden cover boy. So he's got to perform. He's got no choice but to perform. All right, so Wilson's going to go out there and take a knee. So you called a timeout just so you guys can go out there and take a knee? I don't know. Decisions were made in the first half. I'll just say that. But right now, it is the Bills who are leading 13-3. And I know Jet fans right now are so disappointed. But we are here at halftime. When we come back, it'll be the Jets who get the football first in the second half. Carmichael says, I still think Big Ben is better all time than A-Rod. Maybe you're biased, but stats say you're right. And so I'll tell you what, Big Ben, I mean, he was a winner. He was a winner, but A-Rod running the regular season. But Big Ben, his rookie year was fantastic. Big Ben has some really good years and stuff like that. And of the 3 quarterbacks between him, Eli, and Phillip Rivers, Big Ben is undoubtedly number 1 and stuff like that. Now, if we're talking talent, in which there's a difference between talent and just like a better career and stuff like that, talent-wise, undoubtedly Rodgers has that talent and stuff like that. But Big Ben, he was in some big games. So, gotta love that. Now, towards the end, I was just sad for him towards the end, how it all went down. But Yeah, more Super Bowls. More Super Bowls. Absolutely. But again, we are currently right now at the half. So now is a good time for me to go ahead and ask you guys, and you guys let me know who you got winning and all like that for the upcoming week. So give me 1 second to pull up those games for the upcoming week. For week 2 of the NFL season, we're going to look ahead to that. So we'll start off with our Thursday matchup between the Vikings and the Eagles. You guys let me know your score projection between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Again, that's going to be our Thursday primetime matchup. That's going to be aired on Amazon Prime. So I'm going to be streaming that game. So definitely be sure to tune in for that. Let's see. Carmichael says, yeah, but there are a lot of players that have talent but don't work out. So talent doesn't really fit as much as stats. And so that's true. But if you're going to tell me that a guy like, let's take Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, he's got a Super Bowl. Nick Foles, he's got a Super Bowl and all like that. If you're going to tell me that they're in the same, that they're better than, someone who never won a Super Bowl throughout their career, but it's a Hall of Famer, I'm going to say miss me with that. I mean, Super Bowl is a team sport. There's so many things. You can score 40 points in the Super Bowl and still lose because you don't have a defense. And you can have a defense and win with the defense scoring and stuff like that without you doing anything like Trent Dilfer and stuff like that. So Super Bowls are a team sport. Super Bowls are great when comparing like elites versus elites and stuff like that. But like there's still other things that matter as well. There are. But hey, appreciate the Rhino Ray, Rising Rhino Ray coming through here. We've got Sandra here. We've got Magic Nick coming through here. And so how are you guys doing? Linda's here. How are you? And of course, Rising Rhino himself. How are you doing? How many streams today, my guy? How many streams today? He says, what's cooking, my man? And hey, I find that interesting considering we got two cooks today in the game, Dalvin Cook and James Cook. But absolutely. How are you guys doing? And Sandra says, hit the like button. Appreciate that, you guys. Mike says his heart goes out to Coach Salah. And so, oh yeah, he looks sad out there. He has to go through the Wilson thing. He tried to avoid it. He really did. And absolutely, Rising says, keep grinding. Absolutely. Absolutely. And so seriously, Larry, what's good with you? You said Rhino sent you, liked us up. Appreciate that, my guy. How are you doing? How are you? And so Rising says today, only one stream. Okay, okay. Hey, when you're at the point where you have to say only one stream, that means you're doing something right. Absolutely. How many subs are you at right now? How many subs are you at right now? We got to get you to that 1,000 mark very soon. Very soon. Absolutely. Absolutely. But yes, appreciate you guys for coming through and showing love once again. And if you guys are watching JB Nation, make sure to try to check out Rising Rhino. I mean, my man, he's doing a ton of streams. If you guys thought that JB was grinding back in the day, hey, Rising Rhino, he is the grinder for sure. Be sure to check him out and sub for sure. And so we've got Clowny back, and he says, yo, what's good with you? What's good with you? So right now that number is at 851. We got to get into 1,000. We got to get into 1,000 for sure. So absolutely. All right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But hey, you are close at 851. You are literally close. When I was at 851, I think it only took me, I think like a month and a half, I think, to get to that 1,000 mark. And so absolutely. And I have no doubt that you've already got the required hours and stuff like that to get monetized. No doubt about that. So it's literally just a matter of time at this point before you get to that 1,000. And it doesn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. So absolutely keep growing. And you're doing it the right way. You're doing it the right way. You got engagement and stuff like that. When I started my stream, I seen you had about 23, 24 that were actively there at that time. So you're doing it the right way. So definitely keep grinding. And it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Because I will say that the guys we have here in the stream, they have been with me for at least the last 2, 3 years. And so you are building a community the right way. So I appreciate what you're doing. You're doing it the right way, and appreciate you for coming through for sure. Absolutely. Let's see. Phoenix says JB Nation and members. Absolutely. Yes, yes. And seriously, Larry says that Hall 54 point yards per average. That's insane. That's insane. I literally saw on that 83-yard run where when he got to the 20-yard line, he was like, all right, I'm tired. Like, just bring me down. I'm tired at that point because running all that yards, that's a lot. That's a lot. Carmichael said you got over 1K on TikTok, and that's is that good enough for your 1K? And so, hey, absolutely, absolutely. Are they all mostly like Steeler fans as well? If so, then hey, you've got a community. Absolutely. Sandra says, thank you. Have a great stream. Go Jets. Okay, we got a Jets person here. Okay. Bet, bet, bet. And appreciate you guys once again for coming through. And let's see, you say you're hoping for October. And so I would say most definitely. Most definitely. And hey, I mean, certainly during the NFL Sundays, I will say, like, if you're interested on NFL Sundays, if you provide, like, when injuries happen and stuff like that throughout the day, you drop news during that time frame, I noticed that that is also a good time to get additional subs as well. And so take that advice as you will there. But during the NFL Sunday, when news happen and when players, injuries and stuff like that, updates throughout the day, that stuff right there really does attract a lot of people as well. I did notice. I noticed that last year also. So anything that can help you get to that 1,000 there for sure. But you're doing it the right way. Keep doing what you're doing because yours is going to drive a lot of engagement. And people aren't just subbing. They're actually staying through the entire streams and checking in. And that's what you want. That's exactly what you want. Absolutely. Carmichael just subbed. That's what's up. Go Carmichael. Who will be next? Seriously, Larry says, you a Jets fan? And so I am actually a Patriots fan. And so when it comes to that, I am a Patriots fan there. But we've got many different fans here. Carmichael says, JB isn't a Jets fan. He's a Pats fan. Absolutely. Let's see. Connie says, so you took the Texans to greatness. And so, hey, there it is. There it is. Carmichael says, you got a lot of Steeler fans, but mostly NFL fans. Okay, so you got a lot of Steeler fans, mostly NFL fans. Okay, you're trying to follow most other sport creators back. And so, okay. Hey, I will say this. I'm seeing a growing amount of communities out there for sure. For sure. Carmack says you get as many streams as you can of those JVs. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Absolutely. But again, appreciate everybody coming through once again, showing love here from Rising Rhino community. Appreciate you guys. And you guys are a strong community indeed. Indeed. Absolutely. I remember when I was about that point, I was reaching out to Jay and the Bay, who's got a 49ers channel. And like, I would always go to his channel, get all kinds of advice and stuff like that and how to get to that 1K mark. And so me, the Sports Blitz, we were growing our channel at the same time. And so absolutely. And once you get to that 1K, you'll be surprised how quickly your channel continues to grow from there. I mean, 2K will happen much faster than 1K. You've already hit the hard part. Honestly, once you get to about above that 500-600 range, above that range, your channel starts to grow a lot faster than it took to get to that first 500-600. Believe it. Absolutely. Let's see. Mike says, does anyone else heart goes out to Salah? And so, oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's a great coach. I will say this. I may not be, much in the way of Jets and stuff like that. They might be my least favorite team in the division, but I think they got an outstanding coach. Him along with Herm Edwards are the two coaches that I happen to like that happen to coach for the Jets and stuff like that. So I was a big fan of Herm with the Jets as well. Larry says, you're a Vikings fan from New Jersey, can't stand the Jets. And so, okay, so you're a Vikings fan. We got quite a few Viking fans now. How about that? Mike says, yo, Larry. Larry says, you're a Steelers. Okay, Carmichael says he's a Steelers fan from Kansas. And so, hey, I mean, I'm no longer in Florida, but at one point I was a Patriots fan. I was in Florida. That got moved to Georgia. That got moved to Texas. So JB's a little bit of everywhere. A little bit of everywhere. Larry says, yo, first time here. And so, hey, absolutely, this is what we're all about here. Mike says, go Panthers, keep pounding. And so, again, Mike is a Bills and Panthers fan. Bills first, Panthers second. Carmichael said, you've been subbed to JB since I had like 390 subs. And so, yes, and that grind, I mean, you remember your boy was out here posting like 17 news updates 18, 20. Because first I started off with news before I started doing the live streams, and then the live streams I started focusing more on that, and then I transitioned over from that. I mean, I think the most that I did in terms of videos in a day was like posting like 20, I think it was like 26 or something like that videos in one day covering like undrafted players post NFL draft. So absolutely. Seen a lot of good things, a lot of good things. Let's see. Mike says, well, Aaron Rodgers' ankle goes out on him. Let's see. Clowney says, keep pounding. Larry says, Clowney, sorry, Thielen didn't help you much. But hey, how about this? Right now, since we've got a good amount of people here, from what we've seen from week one, how are we ranking the three big rookie quarterbacks from this past draft? How are we ranking them based upon what we've seen from week one and how we think the rest of the season is going to play out? Between obviously Anthony Richardson for the Indianapolis, CJ Stroud for Houston, and also Bryce Young for the Carolina Panthers. How are we ranking those three from what we've seen, which is a very small sample size? We'll continue to update this as the season goes on, so we won't hold you to this right now. But as of right now, how are we ranking the three quarterbacks? How are we feeling about them after seeing their first actual game? Carmichael says, I think the first stream I watched was the Bucks final in 2020 or something like that. And so, oh man, going back to the Bucks finals and stuff like that. I remember that. That was a time. That was a time. NBA finals were very harsh for JB back then. They were very harsh. Let's see. Clowney says it's all good. I know he ain't done much. He's at least gonna do decent. Okay. And you're hoping that Chark does really good for you guys. Okay. But yeah, these young quarterbacks, they are going to continue to grow. The good part for Carolina is that with their division, with their defense, they'll be in a lot of games. So Bryce Young is going to face a lot of situations where he's going to have to go out there, run those 2-minute offenses, go out there and maybe late in the game-winning field goal, but he'll be in the game. Whereas C.J. Stroud, it's going to be a lot of catch-up, football. He's going to be down a lot. He's going to be having to try to overcompensate, down 2-3 scores in the fourth quarter. So the stats are going to show 240, 250 passing yards, eventually 260 and stuff like that, maybe 2 touchdowns and about 2 picks, stuff like that. Whereas Anthony Richardson, he's got to carry the team. He's got to carry the team. Now, you'll get some games against Houston, against Jacksonville, against Tennessee, in the division, that's going to help. But then outside the division, he's going to have some games where he's just got to go out there and really be like Cam Newton his rookie year, essentially. Larry says, you brought into the Pickens preseason hype. I did too on one of my fantasy teams. And I'm hoping that it was just the 49ers defense being that good and not the Steelers offense being that bad. But we'll see how things continue to play out. We will see. Any news on Dante Johnson, by the way? All right, but here we go. Third quarter on the way. The New York Jets with the football from their own 25-yard line. They're going to toss the ball here to Breece Hall and 8. That time, Buffalo said, we are not going to let you just run on us like we don't exist. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 coming up. Larry says he still thinks the Steelers can surprise people. Okay. Chatter says, Mike says Richardson is the man. All right, Isaac, what's good with you? Anytime we got Isaac coming through, we know we're doing something right now. We've got 21 votes in, by the way. Be sure if you guys haven't already, cast your vote and let me know who you think is going to win this game. Score is Bills up 13-3. But right now, Zach Wilson takes a snap. Zach Wilson got hit. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up. 3rd and 10. And so, let's see. That's not Razoo right now holding his hand. But how are you doing? He says based off of week 1, he's got Richardson 1, he's got Young 2, and he's got Stroud 3. He says, you can flip Stroud and Young, okay, but you feel like Young is taking more risk for high rewards. Let's see, Carmichael says Dante Johnson is day-to-day right now. Okay, appreciate that update. All right, we got 3rd down coming up here for the Jets from their own 25-yard line. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Takes the snap. Wilson looking. Wilson throws the ball. And he gets a completion. And a 1st down to Garrett Wilson. When you got a guy like Garrett Wilson, you got to get the ball in his hand. People forget how good Garrett Wilson is. That Wilson to Wilson combination, that honestly, when they drafted Garrett Wilson, I thought there'd be a lot more Wilson to Wilson. I'm not going to lie, but that has not been the case at all. Let's see. Clowney says, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if the Steelers came first or second in the division. I feel like the Steelers are coming second because Baltimore looks like they're on a path to being injured again this year. They cannot shake off the injury bug. They are the new 49ers now. They cannot shake off the injury bug. Meanwhile, Dalvin Cook, nice pickup of 7 yards on the play, completed the pass there to Cooks. Okay. He's got 2 catches for 11 yards, 2nd and 3 coming up from the Jets' 44-yard line. Let's see. Clowney says, but they did lose Haywood, so you don't know. Mike says, Groot is starving. He's hungry. Larry says, heading back to Rhino Stream, but you'll be back around as a new strub. Hey, appreciate that and love talking football with you. Let's see. Carmichael says, you think it's just the 49ers defense and the Steelers not being as great? He says, that's what it was. All right, but hey, that could happen, but I think the Browns defense will be a tough challenge also. Wilson throws it. Hall with the catch. Hall trying to make a play. Oh my goodness, how did I not get this guy in fantasy? He takes it all the way to the Buffalo 36-yard line. And so Breece Hall, he's like, if you're not going to let me run it, then hey, I'll do it as a receiver then. Let's see, Mike says Steelers are better than they played. I do believe that. They are better than they played. Carmichael says Steelers had like 8 injuries coming out in week 1. Connie says Milf Hunter is the top 10 receiver for this season. Mike says 49ers not as good as they played. Let's see. Carmichael said the 49ers defense is just the best in the league. I think the Cowboys are the best, but 49ers right up there. 1A and 1B. Meanwhile, they're going to hand the ball here to the back, and Dalvin Cook is going to pick up about 9.5 yards, just shy of the first down marker. But right now, the New York Jets, they are coming out right now hungry in the second half, and it's showing. But can they finish? They got to come away with a touchdown. You want to impress me? Come away with a touchdown right now. But it's 2nd and 1. Well, let's see. Larry says, peace out. And so, hey, Larry, it was great to have you. Looking forward to seeing you in the future. Take care. Connie says, well, I hope, number 10, I want Garrett to have a good season. And so, hey, I'm hoping so too. I tried to get Garrett Wilson. I did try to get him in fantasy for the right in the right round, though. 2nd and 1. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Hands it to the back. And Dalvin Cook's going to get brought down for a loss of a yard on a play. So now we're looking at 3rd and 2. Let's see. Mike says, see you around. Larry Carmichael says, yeah, but JB, the Browns is the Browns. He said Kenny Pickett didn't have enough time to go through his progressions, and the receivers weren't getting open. Connie said, well, I'm going to go. I might want to join back later. See ya. And so, all right, appreciate that and appreciate you. You guys take care. Again, you guys are the real MVPs. All right, 3rd and 2. They're going to go 5 wide here. I find that interesting here. All right, so they put Cook in motion. 3 seconds right now on the play clock. They're at the 28-yard line of the Bills. They're going to hand it to Cook. And Cook's going to get the first down. Talk about cooking up the middle. How about that? The Cook brothers, they're busy today. All right, so we got another first down here. This drive right now is exactly what this offense needed. Exactly what they needed. And so Mike says, AJ Espinosa. Carmichael says Patrick Peterson needs to retire. That man was skating on the field last week. No, not Pat Peterson. He used to be something serious. This man is not a meme now. You're not going to treat him like he's a meme. Meanwhile, Phillips for Buffalo was injured on the play. So hope that he will be okay there. But that's going to pause the action right now as they check on Phillips. Let's see. Mike says, darn Cook brother. Is he the evil Cook Mike? Which one's the Mario and which one is Luigi? Meanwhile, 21 votes in right now. Let's keep it going. Let's see. Mike says Jordan Phillips always hurt. We should call him DJ Chark. Ouch. Taking shots here on DJ Chark and Jordan Phillips. A 2 for 1. Carl Michael says Patrick is going to ruin my year, JB. And so, well, it's a long year. It's a long year. Week 1, so many things happen on week 1. We'll see how things play out. Weird things happen, for sure. Weird things happen. Let's see. Mike says the green one is Wario. He said Wario. All right, but yeah, I didn't get to see most of you guys score. So if you guys want to drop in the chat while we're at the commercial right now, the Vikings versus the Eagles, what are we predicting in terms of the score for that matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles? What are we predicting for that score? I'll go first, and I will say that I think the Eagles win that matchup with the final score being Eagles 27, Vikings 17. Again, the Eagles win that one 27-17. I think Eagles over the Vikings. All right, let's see. Carmichael says Patrick better not let Amari Cooper go for 125 yards. Amari Cooper is going to have like 4 games in which he's going to go off in a season in fantasy, which is like, oh man, Coop really, he cooping, not hooping, he cooping out there, you know, for like 4 games. And they're going to be home games. So half of his home games, he's going to go off. You guys just got to make sure that this ain't one of them. Let's see. Brady says, well, Aaron Rodgers might have torn his Achilles. We won't know until tomorrow. Oh, man. A-Rod. A-Rod. Why? Why? Let's see. Mike says, you can't help the club sitting in the tub, JB. And so, hey, I got to steal that one. I got to steal that one. I don't know what that's going to give me, but I got to steal it. Carmichael says Eagles 34, Vikings 17. Okay. Braden says 27-22. Eagles, okay. Meanwhile, get the ball to the back. Now, let's not forget, last year when the Vikings and the Eagles played, what's that? What's the cornerback name for the Eagles? Darius Slayton. That's right, Darius Slayton. He did a number on Justin Jefferson last year. If you guys can remember last year when the Vikings and the Eagles played, I mean, Darius Slayton played Justin Jefferson as good as anybody had played him all season long. I remember that. Let's see. Mike says out for career. Ouch. 2nd and 9 from the 21-yard line of Buffalo, and Breece Hall fumbled the ball. The ball got ripped out, but it went out of bounds, but he fumbled the ball. If you're a fantasy owner, that does irk you right there. So now we're going to be looking at 3rd and 13. Carmichael says Jets paid A-Rod just to play Wilson. They gave up. Let's not forget the trade, what they traded as well. You know, what they traded as well. So if he ends up missing the entire season or something like that, imagine the stuff that they did with the assets that they traded and gave up and all like that to acquire Aaron Rodgers. Again, 3rd and 13 right now. Can Zach Wilson make a play for his team? Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Wilson feeling the pressure. Wilson running. Wilson scared. Wilson still running. Wilson doesn't know what to do with the ball. He just throws it out of bounds at the last second. He was scared. He almost ran behind the referee looking for protection, and that's going to be – there's a penalty right now. Let's see what they call here. Uh-oh. Will he be saved by the yellow hanky? Let's see. Mike says Groot is starving. Carmichael says Packers fleece the Jets. Braden was behind it. Braden was behind it. Offensive pass interference, so we're going to decline that. My goodness. Ineligible man down. How many flags does it take to stop to – how many flags do we need? How many flags do we need? Wow. All right, so this is going to be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Mike says he bamboozled the Jets. Braden says, what is he doing? Mike says, you're going the wrong way. Phoenix says it just takes 1 flag, actually. But the Jets doubled down on their flags there. So 43-yard field goal attempt here. Kick is on the way, and the kick is good. They've got 99 problems, but their kicker is not 1 right now. 13-6, though. Interesting. They might need a defense to score or something. Let's see. Mike says they're rushing everyone and they're starving. Now, here's the question that I want to ask you guys. That beatdown that we saw last night between the Cowboys and the Giants, if the Cowboys started Zach Wilson, would they still have won that game? Let me know your thoughts. I know it's random, but if the Cowboys had Zach Wilson last night, would they have won that game? Let's see. Mike says they're rushing everyone and they're starving. Von Miller got to be chomping at the bit. Carmack said, JB, I'm going to go. I might. I'm sorry. JB, I might. I'm sorry. I can't read right now. I'm so tired. I'm going to go. I might be back. Got to take a shower. Okay, bet. Do what you got to do here. And, hey, understand that. Appreciate you giving me the heads up. Let's see. Mike says they're quietly catching up with this garbage Allen. So Mike is not happy right now. Imagine that, Mike. You're at the stadium. You're letting the Jets have it right now. But for some reason, they're continuing to hang around right now. And like it's like at some point it's like, okay, we got to put at some point you got to take out the trash, right? At some point you got to take them out. Well, the Jets are hanging around right now. It's a one possession game, 13-6. Mike says you fully expect the Giants to win the next Cowboys game. Okay. And since we're at the commercial again, we got time for another one. So, Braden's Green Bay Packers, Jordan Love and company, Green Bay versus the Atlanta Falcons. Who you got in that one? It's going to be at Atlanta. Who you got in that matchup? What's the final score you're projecting for that one? Green Bay versus Atlanta. Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be an interesting matchup, but I think the difference is going to come down to Jordan Love leading a game-winning drive in which he finds Aaron Jones a lot. I think the Packers win that game 23-21 over the Falcons. And it's going to be a very competitive one, 23-21. I've got the Packers over the Atlanta Falcons there. But it's going to be a game. It's going to be a game. Let's see. You say you will not be surprised if the Jets pull it out. It will be hilarious. All right, but you guys let me know your score projections between the Packers and the Falcons. Again, I just said I got the Packers winning 23-21 over the Falcons. Gonna get ready for kickoff here shortly. All right, kickoff on the way. Let's see. Mike says, come on, boo, that Goodell, he'll never done a lick of work in his life. You're right about that. Never. All right, Allen takes a snap and they give it to Cooks, but Cooks is going to lose a yard on the play. Johnson and company getting back there. Jermaine Johnson, again, the defensive end from Florida State. All right, here we go. 2nd and 11. Allen in the shotgun. Allen feeling the rush. Allen throws it and gets the completion. Gets the completion to Dawson Knox. Or as we say, Dawson drops. That's his third catch for 25 yards there. 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. From their own 38-yard line. Throws it, gets the completion to the rookie tight end, and is he going to get the first? Is it the first? Let's see where they mark him at. They say he's a yard shy. 2nd and 1 coming up. I like the play call. Second and 1. Allen takes a snap from the under center here, and Cook, he's trying to run outside. They're trying to get into the edge, and he does, and pick up the first down and picks up 3 yards on the play. Mike says, does Kincaid play? Yes, he does. I don't know how the percentage of plays that he's out there, but every time they're using quite a few amount of like 2 tight end plays and stuff like that. And so he's been out there a decent amount. I'd say at least he's out there about between, if I had to guess, between 40 and 55% of the plays at least. You say, there he is. You say, where Trent Sheffield? Again, first and 10, ball right now at the 49-yard line of the Jets. Here in the third quarter with 6 minutes and 22 seconds to go. And the Bills up 13-6. Throws the ball. Caught by James Cook. Cook heads for the sideline. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Second down coming up. Again, here in the third quarter, about 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Let's see. Mike says, this got to be disappointing for casual fans expecting an epic battle. Then Rodgers out. Oh, yeah, absolutely. How do we feel about the Rams and Seahawks game, by the way, guys? Because, like, that's a game right there where, like, Seahawks, the Rams, handled them. They handled them without Cooper Kupp. Second and 7, Allen looking, throws, gets the completion. Where else you going to go? Where else you going to go other than Stephon Diggs for the first down? Diggs says, stop playing with me. He says, stop playing with me. Stephon Diggs. You say, where the amazing one? I guess the hot dog stand, if I had to guess. But no, I see him out there just running around, just running around. And so Allen to Diggs, one of the best connections in the NFL. All right, here we go, first and 10. Takes the snap, fakes it to the back. Allen running. Allen stumbles, hits the ground. He's going to lose 3 yards, and they're going to call it a sack there. And that's Huff, Bryce Huff. Let's see, Mike says snooze fest, but surprised the Rams win. And so Stafford, I think 300-plus passing without Cooper Kupp. I don't know who got the yards. Mike says Allen is tripping. He's literally tripping out there. The NFL should drug test him after this game. They really should, all jokes aside. Because that play that he did when he tried to jump over 3 players and he was still going to be about 6 yards shy of that first down marker, I don't know what you got to be smoking to make you do that. I don't know. But second and 12, Allen in the shotgun. Allen throws it. Allen taking a deep shot, and Allen throws another interception. Oh, my gosh. This is going to hurt his accuracy on Madden. What is he doing? What is he doing? Who is he trying to throw to? He's going to get Whitehead rich back there. This man's going to make a fortune. Uh-oh, don't do it to him, Diggs. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Wow. Mike says it's like he's cursed. Maybe it's the Madden curse. You said Jay's gonna put it. That would be something. That would be something. You see Diggs just go over there, get in his face and stuff like that, and then just swing on him. Oh man. This is the second time. Second time. And so Lewis, it's bad enough that you got rid of Aaron Rodgers and stuff like that. You went out there and did that, and now you're back there picking off passes from Josh Allen. You're back there in coverage. You're the safety. You say where we're at right now, JB? I'll tell you where we're at right now, Lewis. We're here in the third quarter with 4 minutes, 8 seconds to go, and the Buffalo Bills are leading right now 13-6, but they just threw another interception on a deep play. The Jets are hanging around. Zach Wilson, 8 of 13 for 80 yards and an interception. My goodness, it has been a defensive fest. But man, Allen, what are we doing? What are we doing? Somebody talk to him before I talk to him. Somebody talk to him before I talk to him. That's what Stephon Diggs is saying right now. Somebody talk to him before I talk to him. Because when I talk to him, it ain't going to be just talking. That's what he's saying. That is exactly what he's saying. Let's see. Lewis says, let's keep it under. He says, all things under. Let's keep it under. Like it. Like it. And so I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Let's keep it under. But after that second interception here, one has to think Allen's he's got to check it down more. Take what the defense gives you there. This secondary, they're picking you apart, bro. They're picking you apart. All right, here we go. Wilson throws it. And that's going to be caught, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to take it to the 35-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, ESPN topic scratch off Jets Super Bowl. Writes Diggs mad. Yes, they're going to do that. They will do that. You know they will. You know that has been a topic. That has been a topic right there. Absolutely. Allen, frustrated. He's got only himself to blame. Now here we go. Wilson up under center. Wilson, quick pass, gets the catch. And Garrett Wilson's going to lose some yards on the play. That's not what you want to see there. That is not what you want to see there. Allen has got to do better. Let's see. Braden says Josh Allen with another terrible pick. That has been a theme today. Wilson looking, throws it. That's going to be incomplete. So now we got third down coming up here, 3rd and 12. So we're 3rd and 12 here. Let's see what happens here. 3rd and 12, shotgun formation. Got to make these plays here. Out of the shotgun, Wilson pass rushes there. Wilson throws it, gets a completion short, and he gets brought down there. There is a penalty though, and that's Michael Carter. Michael Carter says, "Don't forget about me." He says, "Don't forget about me." Ooh, there's going to be a penalty there. Offensive holding, which is going to be declined. So now you got 4th down coming up here, 4th and 6 for the Jets on 39-yard line. Let's see. Mike says, "Do better, Allen." He said, "Groot hungry. Do better, Allen." Meanwhile, JB's going to hold off on these pickings for a minute. Kicks on the way. Cashapp from zone 11. And he's going to go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Let's see. Mike says 77 saved Wilson's life. And so, oh man, I mean, if they end up losing with the final score being 13-6 or something like that, they are going to not allow this man back in. back in New York. Like it's just not gonna happen. Woo! But here we are right now, currently in this one. All right, but since we are right now currently, let's see. Oh man, looking at my fantasy team numbers right now, that's what I needed. Someone like Diggs, him and Tony Pollard, they came through for me. Nick Chubb, even though he didn't get a touchdown, still came through as well. My team did solid. My team did solid. Everybody except for Daniel Jones did good for me. All right, let's see. Where am I currently? All right, so let's see. The next game we're going to discuss this commercial here is the Raiders versus the Bills. What do we think is going to be the final score in that matchup next week for week 2? The Raiders on the road, fresh off their win versus the Buffalo Bills here, who are trying to get a win here. What do you guys think the final score is going to be in that one? Mike says, I realize Bills might lose and Allen stink, but what did Wilson show that you would draft him? And so nothing. He's shown nothing. And I'll tell you what, Black Medicine called it. He called it. He called it on Wilson. He called it on Lance. He called those two quarterbacks were not going to be good. He called it. So I got to give him credit for that. Got to give him credit for that. Because he was saying this like pre-draft that they were not going to pan out. All right, gives it on the end of the round. And that's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. Deontay Hardy. Let's see, Mike says the quarterback has to be mobile now. Let's see, Mike says. Mike says Bills 6, Raiders 7. I'll say Bills come out angry next week. And the Bills, because I don't trust the Raiders secondary like that, Bills come out angry next week and win 34 to 20. 34 to 20. 2nd and 6. Allen throws out of bounds. So yeah, 34 to 20. Bills come out angry next week. Offensively angry. But man, right now here in the third, score right now, Bills 13, Jets 6. Jets locking them down. A minute 22 left to go here in the third quarter. They go 5 wide. Allen throws it. Gets the completion there to Dalvin Cook. And Dalvin Cook is pushed out of bounds. Picks up about 4 yards on that play. I'm sorry, James Cook. So many Cooks in this game. That's James Cook. Braden says only have a 6% chance to beat an old man. So, hey, that's never good. That's never good. Let's see. And Mike says Patriots going to be licking their chops. And so you think so? You think so? All right, so 4th and 2, and the Buffalo Bills are about to come out and punt the ball. If you got your popcorn ready, I hope you didn't let your popcorn go bad because, yeah, if you're waiting for fireworks, that was not going to happen. And so, he gets tripped up on a return at the 25-yard line. That's where the Jets will take over. Zach Wilson and company here. Whew, he said, man, we got a bad brother. We got the bad, he said we got the bad brother. Oh man, I think he'll get better as the season goes on. Or at least that's what they're telling him. That he'll get better as the year goes on. Absolutely. Let's see, Mike says lost signal. All right, so to think that Damian Harris right now currently only has 3 yards rushing. I wonder if in the fourth quarter they will actually give Damian Harris an opportunity here in the fourth. I wonder. All right, Mike says lost signal on his end. Okay, okay. To think that Garrett Wilson only has 17 yards right now. Whew, I mean, the Jets are suffering right now. They're down bad. I mean, they're down real bad right now. Gee. But again, here in the third quarter, 33 seconds left to go in the third. Fullback goes in motion. Play fake. Wilson looking. Wilson trying to do something. Throws it, and that is going to be incomplete. Let's see. Mike says Patriots got to be. Let's see. We say Benford locks down guys, JV. And so, again, right now, this game, a one possession game here towards the end of the third quarter right now. Buffalo leading 13-6. Jets with Zach Wilson, 25 seconds to go, second and 10. Feels like they've been here before. Let's see what happens. They're going to hand the ball off, and Brees Hall, he's been their shining star here, and he finds a way to pick up about 8 yards on the play. 7, 8 yards. They're going to have to continue to run him. Going to have to continue to run him. And so, Os, what's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? How are you doing? I hope you are well. All right, so that's the end of the third quarter. And at the end of the third quarter, we've got one quarter remaining. And the score right now, Bills 13, Jets 6. Josh Allen, 22 of 28 for 172 yards passing, one touchdown, two interceptions. Meanwhile, Zach Wilson, 11 of 18 for 99 yards passing and an interception. Let's see. Mike says, hey, Oz. He says, everyone says we'd rather not be tired than watch these tired quarterbacks. There you go. But remember, it's not too late to cast your vote, guys, in terms and let me know who you got winning between the Jets and the Bills. If I'm the Jets, though, I'm just trying to go out here and just keep trying to run the ball here. We're throwing out the pass game. Let's just run the ball. Says back to Zach Wilson we go. And so I know it just can't be avoided. It just can't be avoided for some reason. He just finds a way to just weasel himself back out there. It just can't be avoided. All right, so we've got 1 quarter remaining now. And you guys know what that means. 4th quarter. Wilson and company takes the snap. Looking to throw. He has to scramble for his life. He's brought down. He's not going anywhere. My goodness. My goodness. This is just poor kid. Poor kid. Who's the third string quarterback? Who's the third string quarterback? Let's see. Says, do you think this is it for Rodgers if it's season ending? If it's season ending, I do think Aaron Rodgers comes back 1 more year. I think he does come back next year if it's season ending. Because he's not going to want to go out like this. Nobody would want to go out like this. So I think he does come back if it is season ending. But that's a good question. That's a real question. That's a question he's going to have to ask when he goes on another darkness retreat. Punts on the way. And caught from their own 15-yard line. Let's see. Braden says Wilson could get injured and could have gotten injured there. And so, ouch. You said Tim Boyle's a third string quarterback? Ooh, I've seen some Tim Boyle games. That I have. So, but I think he'd be just a different look, a different voice right now. It wouldn't hurt, right? Yeah, it wouldn't hurt. My man's lost right now. Somebody guide him because he's lost. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Allen's going to throw it to Cook. And Cook's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play. Okay. James Cook. Mike says, can Cook play quarterback? He cannot. He cannot. He cannot. Ooh, man, but Wilson. Yeah, that was a shot. That was a shot. That was indeed a shot. Second and 4. Gives it to the back, and the back is going to pick up 5 yards on the play. James Cook, he's got 11 carries for 43 yards. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Going to go 5 wide, and Josh Allen is going to try to run, but he gets brought down for the sack. Yeah, this is just pure craziness out there right now. And he's going to throw it to the back, and that is going to be Damian Harris picks up 3 yards on the play. Again, Damian Harris with another catch. He's been more effective actually with the catch than he's been on the ground so far. I wonder if that's going to change later in this game. Let's see. Braden says Josh Allen has made some terrible decisions tonight. Mike says Allen's thinking up the joint. We got 3rd and 9 coming up right now. Takes the snap. Allen's gonna run and he pitches it out there, and that's gonna be a first down. That's gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt. That is going to hurt. And that was Latavius Murray there. So Latavius Murray, will they get him involved here late in this game? I forgot they had Latavius Murray. I forgot about that. Now, you want somebody to close out a game, he's certainly a guy. And they're going to feed him. He picks up 6 yards on the play. Okay, okay. So we got 10 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Second and 5. Out of the shotgun, and they're going to give it to the back here. Who's going to pick up 2 yards on the play? Again, Latavius Murray again on the carry. Let's see. Mike says, "Go Murray, go young man." Oz says you was excited for the Bears game, and then they totally embarrassed themselves. And so, yeah, you gotta hate when that happens. Gotta hate when that happens. I mean, at first it looked like they were gonna do good at first, but then once Green Bay got going, like they got going, like they got going. Allen throws it. Oh, it's intercepted. Whoa. Whoa. Easy there, Allen. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing, Allen? I mean, did Allen put money on the other team? What are we doing? Mike says 2015 Josh Jacobs. What are we doing? Wow, this is just wow. Well, this is an interesting turn of events. And we're currently right now at the commercial. Says play calling was terrible. Braden is shaking his head, y'all. I'm concerned for his neck at this point with all these head shakes right there. But Lewis is loving it. Lewis is loving it. Lewis is playing that. Lewis is loving it. Mike says he's doing drugs if he's Allen. Oh man, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. Yeah, Allen's just got a. Yeah, this is bad. This is the Madden cover guy. The Madden cover guy. We could have did Jalen Hurts. We could have did a receiver. And we did this. And we are at the commercial. Let's see. Mike says Bill fans enraged. This game causing everyone to see. Oh man, this is not how I pictured the game was going to be going at all. Like at all, at all. This is wild. Let's see. Oz says, I feel like this has been a weird week one. It has been. The only thing that was normal was basically like the Dolphins and Chargers. I expect that between them. And it was very extraordinary because like that was all the offense. But everything else, it was a struggle. It was a struggle for everybody else. I mean, top quarterbacks look bad. This is what happens when we get an upset and the Lions beat the Chiefs to start off the season. That lets you know week one is really on some trickery stuff. Meanwhile, Dalvin Cook runs it for 5 yards. But yeah, some of these decisions just, you're better off without. Let's see, Mike says no quarterbacks practice all year. Think they can wing it. 2nd and 6. Feeds the ball for a yard there. It's going to make it 3rd and 5 coming up. So we got 3rd down coming up. Let's see, Al says Tyreek Hill is just unstoppable as always. And so that's the truth. That is the truth. Tyreek is the truth. So we got 3rd and 5 coming up. 8 minutes and 20 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Zach Wilson in the pocket. Zach Wilson throws it. Zach Wilson gets the completion there. And he's still moving here all the way to the 27-yard line. Look at that. Alan Lazard saying, how do you like me now? All right, we got 7 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Okay. And so Jay in the Bay is in the house. What's good with you? Jay says, what's good, JB? You say, I hope all is well. All is great. All is great. How about yourself? And how about them 49ers with a dominating performance? I mean, what more could you do? What more could you do? Brandon Ayuk, he's like the chosen one. I need him on my fantasy team. Let's see, Mike says they're going to go out. You say Allen undercover. Let's see, Jay says bummer for Jet fans about Rodgers getting hurt. And so, yeah, that was tough to see. We wanted to see Rodgers play with the Jets here, but I mean, this could be a while. Who knows how long? Don't want to speculate too much, but you hate to see it. You say Sunday was a great day for your 49ers, and so I wish I could have said the same about my Patriots. I mean, we played well, but not well enough to win. So but here we go, 3rd and 5. 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Can the Jets maybe tie things up, perhaps? If they do score a touchdown, I hope they go for two. I hope they go for two. Us says Brock Purdy, dark horse MVP. We'll find out. 3rd and 5. Looking. Throws it. And that's going to be a catch right there for his guy, Garrett Wilson. The Wilson to Wilson combo that fans are going to have to crave now because that's your only chance. Let's see. Mike says only chance your Bills have, Jay. But what a play. 1st and goal. Wilson up under center. Looking. Gonna scramble. Okay, nice little scramble there. Picked up about 6 yards there. Okay. Now we got second and goal from the Buffalo 3-yard line. And when you got a guy like Dalvin Cook and Brees Hall in the backfield, and you've got 3 shots at it, you got to punch it in. You got to punch it in. Let's see. Mike says Wilson go. He probably could have pitched that one to Carter. That probably would have been a touchdown, honestly. All right, second and goal with Wilson up under center. Takes the snap. He's looking. He throws it up there, and it's actually a touchdown. It's actually a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Garrett Wilson made the catch of the day. Oh my gosh. And so Double X says the score right now, the score is 13-12 because the Jets literally just scored a touchdown. Zach Wilson threw it to Garrett Wilson, and now we're going to have the extra point attempt. And so to try to tie things up. Wow. I can't believe he made that catch. It was great coverage by White, but better hands by Wilson to juggle it to himself and just make the play. Oh my goodness. And now the extra point. It is good. But wait a minute. Do I see a flag? There is a flag. Delay the game. So let's hold our excitement for a second. But wow. Wow. This is insane. I can't believe it. Now they're going to have to try the extra point again. Again, right now the score is Buffalo 13, Jets 12 here in the fourth quarter with 4 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Jets literally just scored that touchdown. So now we're going to have to re-kick the extra point here to try to tie things up because there was a delay of the game, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. Phoenix says calling it a night till next time, JB and members. And so appreciate that. Extra point is good. So we are all tied up 13-13. So how about that? We won the big time game. It may not have started off how we thought, but we are all tied up here in the fourth quarter. Wow. Wilson to Wilson. Is that going to be the new saying of 2023? Jay says, wow. Mike says tied at 13. Wow. Incredible. And we are currently right now at the commercial here, but we are stunned with under 5 minutes to go. The Jets get their first offensive touchdown, and we are tied up. Josh Allen's third interception really hurt them bad because this time he gave this Jets offense the life they needed. Wow. That's right, 3 interceptions. He's 25-32 for 190 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Wow. Let's see, Mike says your fantasy. Yeah, that's insane. That is insane. Are we going to get our first JBOT of the season tonight? If you think it's going to go to overtime, go ahead and put JBOT in the chat. If you think it's going to go to overtime, or if you want it to go to overtime, go ahead and put that in the chat. But things have just gotten very interesting. All right, so Jay says JBOT. Appreciate that, Jay in the Bay. Brandon says, why, Josh Allen? He says, why? He says, you graced the cover of Madden. How could you do this? You're setting the wrong example. And all I can say is, why, oh, why, oh, why? Why is it always like this? But that's huge. That's huge. You want to piss off Stephon Diggs? This'll do it. This'll do it. This'll do it. You let Jet fans be able to say that we beat you not with Rodgers, but with Zach Wilson? Oh, oh, my goodness. Mike, you guys better be ready. You guys better be ready. Pure insanity. Kickoff on the way. Let's see if we get a return here. No return. Yeah, pure insanity. So just when you think like, okay, this team can't score a touchdown, there's no way they can really tie it up, right? They go out there and tie it up. How about that? All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Oh, and Allen almost lost the. He did lose the ball. He did lose the ball. Oh my word! What is Josh Allen on? What the heck is he doing? Yo, what's he doing? Mike says Jason Peters tryout Seahawks. Oh, we've got a bit of a scruffle here. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the AFC East, where things get heated. I am just for a loss of words right now, guys. It's not every day JB's at a loss for words, but Josh Allen has put me there. Wow. I have not seen such a fall. I mean, wow. Wow. Oh my goodness, and oh my goodness. Wow. Braden says, oh my. Wow. If you were waiting for this moment to cast your vote and you're a Jet fan, that was a good time to cast your vote. Oh my goodness, Josh Allen, what are we doing? What are we doing? This completely changed the dynamics of the game. Wow. This is just wow. I don't know what to say. Let's see. Mike says, Allen choke artist, JB not Jets fans laughing at you. Those same people that you were going to call out earlier, they're back. They're back. Pure insanity. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Won't believe it. 1st and 10. Wilson takes a snap, going to give it to the back, and Brees Hall's going to pick up 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 right now at the Buffalo 21-yard line. And if the Jets can find a way to punch it into the end zone here, oh my, oh my. I'm glad I'm not a Bills fan. I wouldn't be able to take this. I'm sorry. I would not be able to take this. All right, multiple tight ends here. They got Gary Wilson at the top of the screen. Wilson's up under, Zach Wilson's up under center. Going to hand it to the back and the back. Look at that. Look at him go. Finding a way to get something out of nothing. Buffalo players are just diving all on the pile right now. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and short. But excellent vision by Brees Hall, who's got 10 carries for 127 yards. Fantasy owners are begging him to get into the end zone for a touchdown. They're like, let's do this the right way. They want a touchdown. All right, let's see, 3rd and 1. Wilson up under center, multiple tight ends, one back in the backfield. Give it to Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook. Did he get enough on the initial one? Did he get enough? Let's see. Mike says Jets OG helmets are best. And so let's see where they mark it out. Bring out the chain game. Bring out the chain game here. They're saying 3rd and short. Well, it's still 3rd and 1 here. Let's see. Did he get it? I don't know. I don't know, but if I had to guess, I'd say he was just short. All right, chain gang is brought out per JB's request right now. Ooh, ooh, that is so close, so close. So you got it. This ain't even a decision. Quarterback sneak, quarterback sneak. You ain't got no choice. Quarterback sneak. Zach Wilson. Can he find a way to somehow be the hero who threw the touchdown to help them out? Can he be the hero today? Maybe somebody might pick him up in fantasy football. Here we go, 4th and 1. Wilson takes the snap. It's a quarterback sneak, and he's got it. He's got it. He's got the first down. And also important for this Jets team is the time, as they have no interest in giving Buffalo any more opportunities as well. That's going to make the coach happy. That's going to make him happy. All right, Wilson up under center here. Takes the snap, gives it to the back. Oh, back's going down. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Mike says Wilson, the hero. They're going to say from zero to hero, Zach Wilson. Or either Wilson to Wilson for the win. Something like that. Something like that. Meanwhile, down there in Buffalo country, they're throwing Josh Allen through that table tonight. I'm sorry. They're throwing Josh Allen through that table tonight. I don't know what y'all did to him, but nah, that wasn't it. That wasn't it. Wish I had more positive news for you there, Mike, but this was bad. This was bad. This was bad. This was really bad. I know it hurts, but this was bad. And again, the score's all tied up 13-13 right now. The Jets still got to finish the drive now. Still got to finish the drive. Mike says Allen stinks. Oh man, Mike, this is hurtful. This is hurtful for your team. Very hurtful. And again, the Jets, their concern is going to be for Aaron Rodgers as soon as this game is done. All right, so here we go. 2 minutes left to go here in the game. Let's see if the Jets can finish this one off and how they finish this one off. Hands it to the back, and the back's going to pick up 2 yards on the play. All right, so we got 3rd and 12 coming up here. So if they can just find a way to get a first down, that would be huge right now. A first or a touchdown, but if they got a first down first, it's more time off the clock. All right, so the poll with 27 votes. Buffalo's leading with 56% of that, Jets 44%. But let's see, can Zach Wilson get some love for winning this one, perhaps? And so look at that. Look at the effort here by Michael Carter. He says, don't forget about me. A lot of faith to let him carry that ball there on 3rd down, too. All right, so Buffalo's going to call a timeout. They're going to leave themselves an opportunity here. So if you're a Buffalo fan, you have an opportunity with 1:51. You still got one timeout. And then if you're the Jets, first you got to convert this field goal here. But if you're Buffalo, you know that you're still going to have an opportunity. So come down to Josh Allen. Braden says Mike is throwing Allen under the bus tonight. He's throwing him under the table. Let's see, Mike says, now pump the brakes, little JB. It's my job to hype him up. But let's see here. 30-yard field goal attempt. Kick is up. Very important for them, and it is good. I can hear them all the way from New York now. 16-13. 1:48 left to go in this one. Zach Wilson getting the most love New York has ever shown him since being drafted. But can Josh Allen, the Madden cover boy, can he come through with a game-winning drive to right the wrongs? You say, oh, it's been garbage a long time. Can he hit the great Gabriel Davis, perhaps, for a bomb? Who knows? I'll tell you what I do know, though. This game may not have been what we expected. It started off kind of slow. It all started off with JB coming a little late to the stream there, and then the whole injury to Aaron Rodgers, all of that. But right now, we still have a chance for OT. Mike says we're going to OT. Okay, so Mike says we're going to OT. All right, put your JB OT there in the chat if you think we're going to go to OT. It's still not too late to cast your vote. Now it's probably the best time if you haven't already. Let me know who's going to win this game. The Jets or the Buffalo Bills if you haven't done so already. And also make sure if you're here this late in the game, you might as well go ahead and press that like button and subscribe if you aren't subscribed already to the channel. Next stream we do is going to be Thursday. That's right, the Minnesota Vikings on the road against the Philadelphia Eagles here. And we'll see how that game goes. Let's see, Mike says, brew some coffee, JB. Oh, man. This is big. This is big. Because JB's already went and ordered his food. His food's on the way. So let's see if this is going to be overtime or not. A minute 48. Braden says JB OT. I'm telling you, on the nights where JB's extremely exhausted, that's when we have the OTs that happen. Let's see. If only we had Naheem Hines back there, maybe he could run back. Kickoff on the way. All right, so we're going to get No return here, and we're going to see what happens. Mike says it'll be a quick tittle coming. Let's see if it's a touchdown or not coming. Let's see. Let's see the next Monday night game, Saints and the Panthers. All right, let us see. Let us see who's going to become victorious here. Josh Allen's in the shotgun. Receiver goes in motion, takes the snap. Allen looking, Allen moving, Allen running. Oh, Allen takes a hit here. Allen does not mind taking hits. Picks up 7 yards on the play, 2nd and 3 coming up. Hurrying up to the line here. Got a minute and 28 seconds to work with here. Still got one timeout, and I do believe that this game's going to be going to overtime. It just looks like it's going to. Allen throws it. Gets the catch there. Gabriel Davis with the catch. Okay. They're at the Buffalo 38-yard line here. A minute and 8 seconds to go. Allen rallying up the troops here. Takes the snap. Josh Allen throws it, and it's completed there to Stephon Diggs. That's going to take him on the jet side of the football field here. Now, everybody's thinking field goal here, but if they can keep moving like this, they can get a touchdown. Lewis says no OT. Allen takes the snap, throws it. Oh, excellent work. It's like they practiced that 1,000 times. Oh, do we have a push-off? Do we have a push-off? Wait a minute. Offensive pass interference. Stephon Diggs. What? What? That's a huge penalty. That's going to make it 1st and 20 with 35 seconds. Wow, Stephon Diggs pushing off the sauce. The thing about sauce is once you pour it on your food, you can't just push it off like that. It sticks. Oh, wow, okay. 1st and 20. Y'all really trying to make Stephon Diggs angry right now. That's what you're really trying to do. All right, Jets call timeout. Okay. All right, so JB has decided that the game that I'm going to be streaming Saturday for our college football game is going to be between Tennessee and Florida. At least that's the game I'm looking at now. If I see one that I like more, I may switch, but that's what I'm thinking now. Tennessee and Florida. I considered South Carolina and Georgia. I did consider that. All right, but here we go. 1st and 20. Shotgun formation after the penalty. That was the offensive pass interference here. Let's see what Buffalo does with 35 seconds here. Jets sending pressure. Allen throws it. Allen gets the completion there. And, of course, Stephon Diggs making up for the penalty there. Picks up 15 yards by the Jets' 42-yard line here. And Buffalo's going to call their 3rd and final timeout right now. And when we get back from the timeout, we're going to be looking at 2nd and 5 from the Jets' 42-yard line. Oh man, things are very intense right now. We've got so much on the line. And we've also got 28 votes in right now, so be sure to cast your vote, Bills or Jets, and let us know. If you want to let us know in the chat who you got, feel free to. If you're a fan of either of these two teams especially. Diggs, 9 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown, and something tells me he's going to need probably one more catch to at least get into overtime. But they got 29 seconds to work with here. 2nd and 5. If you're the Jets, what do? You know he's going to want to go to Diggs, but you also know you can't give him time. They're going to send pressure. Allen throws it, gets the completion there. 2 digs. We take it to the 31-yard line. 22 seconds here. Now, Allen's going to go ahead and spike it. All right, so he's going to spike it. 16 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Oh, Stephon Diggs, he's in that mode. He's in that mode. Yeah, this game's going to go to OT. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 10. Allen looking. Allen's going to throw one deep. Incomplete. At least this time it wasn't picked. Incomplete. That was to Gabe Davis. In his direction, I should say. 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 10. All right, so Mike's on board. He says JBOT. Tyler Bass, he just doesn't miss when it comes to lead changing or lead tying type of kicks. He just doesn't miss. All right, so in 3rd and 10, we have the 2nd timeout called here by the Jets. Now, would it not be insane if somehow, for some reason, the Bills threw the ball over the middle of the field and got a completion or something like that? Would that not be crazy? Oh, yeah, we've seen him. We know he's got a leg now. You don't kick in Buffalo if you ain't got a leg. We know he got a leg. All right, so we got a 3rd and 10 situation here. Allen's looking, throws it. Incomplete in the direction of Latavius Murray. All right, and 4th down coming up. And so now it's going to come out to the special teams here. If he makes this kick, we're going to JBOT. We need 3 for JBOT. This will be a 50-yarder. Would the Jets call a timeout to ice him? Kick is up, and the kick. Oh, it is good. I thought he missed it, but it's good. Wow. Now, this is what you call a banger. Wow. So that was good. Insane. I really thought he missed that when I seen that. Wow. Talk about getting the doink that you needed there. Okay. He'll take it. He'll take it. He will take it. It's been that kind of game. Braden said, how did that go in? I have no idea. I have no idea. That's insane because I have no idea. But Mike says JBOT. JBOT. All right, so they're going to kick this off here. And, oh, man. I assume both teams will get the ball here because we need a touchdown, I believe, in overtime to just outright win it. And so that will be interesting. Okay. So we've got overtime here. Oh, boy. Mike, I am disappointed you guys couldn't get this done in regulation. Just letting you know. But here we go. So Zach Wilson will come out here and get ready to take a knee, and we're gonna go to JBOT. So overtime, here we come. Braden says JBOT time. That's right, the first JBOT we have of the season. So, and it happened week one. It happened week one. So again, in overtime, you got to score that touchdown here on the opening drive there. Otherwise, the other team gets a chance at the ball. So let's see. Lewis says, "Well, looks like I've improved to 13-3." And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Now we're gonna see how this plays out. Mike says Diggs' face was priceless on that kick. Yes. So we are currently at an overtime. Let's see. Mike says he was about to lose. Oh, I know. I know. All right, so end of regulation, and we have overtime coming up. And the way this game has been going, I fully expect the entire overtime clock to play out. Let's see. Mike says Tyler Matt calls it right. So we've got overtime here tonight. All right, so let's get this party started here in OT. Kickoff on the way, and Buffalo's going to get the ball. Let's see if Buffalo can try to close this out here on the opening drive, or if they'll give the Jets an opportunity to come out here and to try to win this one. Let's see. But we are in OT. 4 quarters wasn't enough for this one. Allen has an overtime record of 0-4 throughout his career. So, ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Well, let's see if he gets that first W today. All right, so we're going to line up in a shotgun here. And we are going to get a false start here against the offense. Spencer Brown with the penalty. Again, we are here in overtime. And if you're the Bills, you want a touchdown right now. Allen looking. Allen throws it incomplete. Dawson knocks the intended target. All right, takes a snap and gonna hand it to the back, and Cook is gonna cook up 3 yards on the play. All right, so we got a 3rd and 12 right now. Let's see if the Jets defense can get a stop here. Allen's looking. Allen throws it incomplete. Incomplete. No penalties on the play. So the Jets defense come up big here in OT. Okay. Another vote came in for the Jets, and he's still deciding here. And so we got 29 votes in right now. Punt's on the way. Catch it from their own 35-yard line. Okay. Oh, look at this. He's got nothing but space. Look at this. Can he do it? Will he do it? Oh my goodness. Oh my word. There's no penalties. The Jets have won it. That's game. Mike says he's heading out. Thanks, JB. I understand that. Appreciate you for coming through. That is game. That is it. JB ends the poll, and wow, the Jets have won 22-16. Congratulations, Jets. Congratulations as a team. Special teams can win games, which is why Bill Belichick continues to value special teams. But wow, Braden says that's game. That's game. JB's hungry. JB's food's on the way. So JB will be ending this stream. But thank you guys so much for staying here to the end. And hey, wow, we had a stunner. We had a stunner. I could not have written this script. If you gave me 1,000,000 times to write the script, I would have never written this exact script to play out this way. This was just pure insanity. But that's a wrap. That's all they wrote. That's how we conclude week 1 of the NFL season, with the New York Jets beating the Buffalo Bills 22-16 without Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Zach Wilson, the 2023 league MVP. Just joshing with you guys. But yeah, you guys take care. Have a great night. Braden says good night. JB, great stream. Yeah, good night to you. Lewis, you take care as well. Mike,